See, today we'll discuss about what exactly that RPA and what are the advantages of the RPA and what are the different tools in RPA and in RPA UiPath, what are the different editions and what are the components in that RPA UiPath and what are the different workflow files in that RPA UiPath that we will discuss right now. See, before going to that RPA, we know about that several programming languages. We know about that C, C++, Java, and .NET. Okay. See, by using these programming languages, we can develop that applications. Once if you have developed that one application, that application we are going to move into that UAT. That means testing environment. In the testing environment, tester will test that application. Sorry. Tester will test that application, and after, if it is running fine, they will be moved to the production. Okay. And in the client side, see, they will move that code into the production, and client will use that application. By using that application, he will provide that better service to their customers. Whatever the day-to-day transactions are there, they will going to update in that one, and then they will provide that better service to their customers. See, once the application is developed, once the application is developed, then developer role is over here, and he will move that code into that UAT. In UAT, after testing, see, after testing, no need of tester role. Okay, simply they will be deploying the client side, and in client side, see, client is using that application. See, in the client side, end user will be operate that application. Okay, end user, he is not a skilled person. A .NET developer, the Java developer, those people are skilled persons, and then testers also a skilled persons. Okay, but whoever operating that application in the client side, those people are not a skilled person. Simply, those people are only end users. Those people are only end users. See, daily they are coming to that office and then opening that application and updating the data and updating the data and retrieving the data. See, and sending that mails, generating the reports. That is common. Okay. See, because these people are the end users, they are going to interact with that application only. See, they don't have any background knowledge on that one. See, but based on their business requirement, day to day, based on their requirement, business requirement, so day to day, they have to do that several back office transactions in that organizations. Okay, that means, see, in the business oriented organization, morning to evening, they are doing the business. In end of the day, they have the several transactions is going on. All of them, they have to generate the reports, update the data, sending the mails, and then etc. This is the repeated work. Okay, this kind of repeated work can be automatable by using RPA tools. See, observe this one. This kind of repeated works can be automatable by using RPA tools. See, observe this one. Observe this one. Here right now, this kind of repeated task is also called as a back office transaction, and also it is called as a clerical activity. See, observe this one. See, observe this one. See, a clerk is daily coming to that office. He is going to open that application. He is doing that same kind of task, and then finally close that application, and he left. And he is doing today and tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Every day he is doing the same kind of task. This kind of task is also called as a clerical activity. These kind of repeated transactions can be automatable by using RPA tools. Okay. See, what are the advantages of the RPA tool? By observe this one. By using these RPA tools, we can reduce the full-time employment. We can reduce that infrastructure. We can increase that performance and increase that accuracy, and then reduce the cost and reduce the cost. Observe this one. Reduce the full-time employment. How can you reduce the full-time employment? For example, day to day, for example, day to day, client is sending that 10,000 scan documents. Okay, they have that some invoices are there. So those are called as a scan documents. Day to day, client is sending the 10,000 scan documents. Each and every scan document, it contains the 30 to 40 fields. Suppose it contains the 30 fields. Those 30 fields, just you have to update, just you have to open that scan document, read the data, and update in any other application. This time, if you want to complete a single document, at least it will take 3 to 4 minutes of time to completing the single document. At least 3 to 4 minutes of time is required to complete that single document. Okay. See, observe this one. See, here, day to day, they are sending that 10,000 documents. Today, they will send the 10,000 documents, and tomorrow also they will send the 10,000 documents. Within 24 hours, we have to complete that all of these documents, right? See, all of 10,000 documents we have to complete it. But here, if you want to complete a single document, it is taking 3 minutes of time. Within 1 hour, we will complete it 20 documents, and then in 8 hours, see, people they will work only 8 hours, right? So that's why in 8 hours, a single person he will complete around 160 documents. Okay, but if he wants to complete that all the documents, if he wants to complete that all the documents, at least we have to take 100 to see 100 to 200 members of full-time employment is required. Okay, see, once if he wants to complete that entire all the documents, we have to take around 100 to 200 members of full-time employment is required. Okay, see, observe this one. See, once if the process we have automated by using that RPA tool, say no need of that much of employment. See, observe this one. See, in manual entry, for each and every entry purpose, crossing at one document purpose, taking 3 minutes of time. See, after automation, it is taking only 10 to 15 seconds to completing that single document. Here, in manual process, so we have, first of all, we have to open that document and then read the data and enter the data in another application. But here, it is the software robot. Here it is the software robot. Here it is the software robot. Here it is the software robot. See, observe this one. Here it is the software robot. See, without opening the document, logically it will be read the data from the document and then to update that application, update the data in that another application. Okay, this time observe this one. It is taking that only 10 to 15 seconds of time to completing that single document. See, it is not a human, right? See, if he wants to complete that entire all the documents, it will, our software robot, it will be works 24/7. Here, once if you give that simple power, internet, that is enough. If it is internet is required. See, then it will be run that 24/7. Okay. See, simply what are the 10,000 documents we have to process it. At that time, simply I can use that 5 to 6 robots to completing that entire the process. This time, observe this one. Previously, I have taken 200 members of full-time employees, but after automation, I have reduced that. So around 85 to 90% of full-time employment we have reduced here. Okay, reduced here. See, observe this one. By using that RPA tools, we can reduce that full-time employment and reduce that infrastructure. Previously, 100 members of people working. After automation, only 10 members of only full-time employment is working. Right now, observe this one, 90% of the people removed from that task itself. So that's why here, previously, we have maintained 100 machines, 100 systems. At the same time, see, more space is required. Okay. So after automation, no need of that much of systems, no need of that much of systems, and then no need of that much of infrastructure. Okay, that much of space also no need. Okay. By using automation, we can reduce that infrastructure and fast performance. See, in manual entry, it will take that 3 minutes of time to completing that single document. But after automation, it is taking only 10 to 15 seconds time to completing a single document, because it is logically reading the data from the document, updating the document in the destination. See, here performance is very fast performance and accuracy. See, in manual entry, at the time of typing, you will make the mistakes. Okay. But here it is here observe this one. In manual entry, so automatically will make the mistakes. But here it is the software robot. So it is, so logically it is reading the data, updating the data. So that's why it will give that better accuracy compared to with so manual entry. And see, reduce the cost. See, already we have reduced that full-time employment and reduced that infrastructure. So automatically, say cost also reduces here. So that's why RPA is more popular right now. Okay, see, by using this RPA tools, we can reduce the full-time employment. See, observe this one. Here, in RPA, we have several tools are there: Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, UiPath, Nice, Perfusion, etc. Right now, so UiPath is the leader of the market. We are getting that huge openings. So in the market right now. See, observe this one. In UiPath, basically we have two editions. One is called as UiPath Community and another one is called as UiPath Enterprise. UiPath Community, it is the trial version. We can download it from UiPath Cloud itself. You can directly download it from UiPath Cloud. And another one is called as, see, this UiPath Community, this UiPath Community Edition, it is the free of cost. And another one is called as Uipath Enterprise. It is the tested version. We have to purchase the license for this one. Have to purchase that license for this. In case if he wants to use that Uipath Enterprise trial, we can able to download from Uipath Cloud. Here they will allow that only 30 days trial only. They will give that one. Okay. See, observe this one. Here in UiPath, basically we have a 4 components that is called as Uipath Studio, Uipath Robot, Uipath Orchestrator, and UI Explorer. Uipath Studio. This is mainly used to implement the process. What are the manual processes there that we are going to implement in the Uipath Studio? Suppose we have to open that one web application, log on to that web application by using the credentials. After log on to that application, selecting that menus and then downloading the reports and then sending that mails. Each and everything is called as a manual process. Okay, that manual process we are going to implement in that Uipath Studio. Okay, and next one is called as Uipath Robot. It is used to execute the process in the studio. See, in Uipath Studio, whatever the process we have implemented, that process we can able to execute by using that Uipath Robot. And Uipath Orchestrator. This is the central repository of the bot. Basically, it is the web-based server. So it is the web-based server. Suppose in my Uipath Studio, I have developed 100 bots. See, if you want to run that all the bots in that single machine, it's not possible. One after one only, we have to execute that bots in that machine. Okay. See, but here I have 100 bots. See, if you want to schedule that all the bots at a time or different schedule times at that time, we have to use that Uipath orchestrator. This is the central repository of the bot, and then here it is a web-based server. There is a scheduler is available. By using that scheduler, we are scheduling the bots in different machines at a time or different schedule times. And finally, say UI Explorer. It is used to the UI Explorer. It is used to identify the UI element on the screen. What exactly the UI element? What exactly the UI element? Suppose, see, in my web application or desktop application, there is a text box, radio button, there is a text box, radio button, drop down, checkbox, etc. Each and every one is called as a UI element. That UI element can be identified by using UI Explorer. See, these are the four components mainly we are using in this UiPath Studio. See, observe this one. Right now, I want to show you that Uipath Studio. See, observe this one. This is the Uipath Studio. In this Uipath Studio, mainly we are working with workflow files. There are different kinds of workflow files that is called as process workflow, transactional process, state machine, and RE framework. RE framework. See, observe this one. Process workflow. Mainly, we are using this process workflow for implementing that simple business process. We can implement it in this process workflow. That means small scale business process we can implement in this process workflow. See, in case if you want to implement that complex business process, we are using the transactional process. And see, if you want to implement that large scale business process, at that time, you have to use that state machine. And state machine advanced one is called as RE framework, robotic enterprise framework. See, right now, observe this one. This is the process workflow. Basically, in 2016 and 17, the name is called as blank project. The name is called as blank project, and 18 itself, the name changed. That is called as a process. This process is called as a linear workflow. Linear workflow. In this one, we can implement only small scale business process only. We can implement here. See, I will click on the process. Just give that name of the process and select that location. Click on that create. See, observe this one. Click on that open main workflow. Click on that open main workflow. Observe this one. See, this is the Uipath Studio. See, observe this one. See here in Uipath Studio, we are mainly working with the workflow files, and then in this Uipath Studio, here we are mainly interacting with the 5 panels. Okay, here this one is called as a main panel. Main panel. Here only we are implementing the process. What are the manual processes there? That manual process we are implementing in this main panel. See, we are implementing this main panel. Okay, see, observe this one. Here, this is the first panel, and another one is called as activity panel. See, observe this one. Based on your automation, we have to select that activities from that activity panel itself. For example, if you want to automate that Excel, simply type that Excel. Excel related activities filtered here. Okay. If you want to automate that email, simply type that mail. Mail related activities filtered here. If you want to automate that PDF, simply type that PDF. But there is no PDF related activities. This time, simply go to that manage packages. In the manage packages, click on that all packages. And here, I will install the package is called as uipath.pdf.activities. Simply install that package, click on that save. See, observe this one. Observe this one. See, just have typed that PDF related activities filtered here. See, based on your automation, just you have to drag and drop the activities from this activity panel itself. By using Uipath Studio, we can automate the different kinds of applications. We can automate the desktop applications, web applications, Citrix applications, mainframe applications, SAP applications, SharePoint applications, and Excel applications, PDF, image, and etc. So what are the databases? We can automate it by using Uipath. See, by using the Uipath Studio. Based on your requirement, based on that application, we have to install that package in that manage packages. See, observe this one. From this activity panel itself, right now, just I want to drag and drop one activity is called as message box. Simply, just I want to display the simple message. Uipath Studio. See, observe this one. Click here, run this file. Uipath Studio. Observe this one. We have interacted with main panel, activity panel. Right now, every activity having their own properties. Go to their properties. Here, we have here several properties that is called as input property and output property. Here, I have used that only one property that is called as the text property. See, observe this one. Every activity having their own properties, but no need to remind that all the properties. We are using that one or two properties only. By regular practice, automatically it will be reminded to you. See, observe this one. This is the third panel. Another one is called as variable panel. Here in this variable panel, we are creating that variables. Here only we are creating that variables. We know about that variable. A variable is the name of the memory location. In that one, we can store that constants. In that one, we can store the constants. See, observe this one. This is the fourth panel, and another one is called as project panel. Here it is the fifth panel. Observe this one. Based on your requirement, see, we are creating that more than one workflow files in a single project. See, by default, at the time of creating new project, main.xml workflow file created here. See, based on your requirement, we can create more than one workflow files. There is no limit for that. There is no limit for that. For example, if you want to automate that one process, that process we have to divide into several submodules. Each and every submodule we have to implement in separate workflow files. Okay, all the workflow files we have to integrate it here. So that's why in this project panel also we are very frequently interacting. See, these are the 5 panels we are very frequently using in this Uipath Studio. See, observe this one. Here, See, here I will take overall, so 30 to 35 sessions. And here, observe this one. From very basic to advanced level, I will take the classes here. See, see RPA introduction, and then what are the different tools in that RPA and UiPath components, and then so UiPath installation and type of workflows and package installation, and then see variables and data types and basic activities, if, while, do, while, and for, and then flow decisions, and then invoke workflow file activities, and Excel and workbook activities, and recording techniques, application manual process, desktop web and settings manual process, and sample POC. After completion of the 10 to 12 classes, I will give the POC. That POC you quickly have to complete it within 3 days, and after that I will give the project. See, observe this one here. So here, see, we'll discuss about that advanced UI interaction selectors and screen scrapping and data scrapping, PDF automation, string handling methods, files and folders, email automation, debugging and exception handling, SAP automation, and remote desktop application automation, web services, parallel activities, and database related activities. We will explain about with the SQL Server database. So UI automation, and then so XML automation, application integration, libraries, custom activities, and RE framework. Okay. And so in orchestrator, we'll discuss about creating that machines, creating that robots, creating the processes, jobs, schedules, and orchestrator assets and queues. These are the topics I will explain here. And after completion of the course, see here, I will give the sample resumes, and then interview questions also. I will share it to your mail. See, here every day, day-to-day session, I will record it here. Whatever the recording session, I will send it to your mail. Whatever the topic I have explained, so whatever the topic I have explained, that topic, that means whatever the files I have created in that use case explanation, those files I will send it to your mail, and whatever. So day to day practice use cases also I will send it to your mail. See, here I will take that around 30 to 35 sessions. So 30 to 35 sessions I will take it here. Okay. Do you have any queries?